Well, my mouth is full. Sorry, excuse me. Bad manners. It's 3:41 p.m. Same day, April 6th, and the day is winding down. And so, I got pretty upset in the last video because I was just tired of it all. And I guess I want to address this message to Joel's family. Like, I really don't want you involved in my life. I know that you're going to be explosive, you're angry, you're thinking, oh, well, you know, how dare she be upset, blah, 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 blah. We're trying to help her, blah, blah. You're not helping me. You're not helping me at all. Okay? When I got divorced, which I do have the divorce papers, I have the divorce papers, and on the back of the envelope that I stored it in, I have a little timeline that I created myself as to when I filed the papers, all the correspondences that went through. I communicated with this lady via email. Then when I actually got the formal documents and everything else, and then all my little payments I sent to her and everything. I have it. Okay, I'm divorced. All right, I'm divorced. Okay, I don't want to sit here and take jabs at anyone or say things that are offensive to you, even though I personally think that they're true. But I'm not trying to. I don't want to stir that up. It's just that you are preventing me from living my life. Okay, I don't want to have anything to do with you guys. As a matter of fact, I do remember meeting some of you guys before. I'm not familiar with everyone in your family. But I remember, hearing things from Polly, and she would say things about Esther, and Esther in my mind, from what I heard from Polly, was kind of some of these people that kind of like to impose her views on other people, which I'm sure Esther is probably involved in my targeting. I only met this woman once or twice. I think I went to lunch with her one day. I don't know if I met her the same day afterwards, or was it the same day? It was a long time ago. It was like maybe 2002, 2003, somewhere. I don't know you. Okay, I don't know you. Okay, but and maybe you thought, I'm supposed to, cater to your whims because, you're giving me so many opportunities. You're doing all this stuff. You didn't do anything for me. I'm not trying to be ungrateful, but like when you lose jobs for things that you shouldn't have lost jobs for, you're obviously not helping me. Okay? Or we're creating like little, what do you call it, spy cultures where people are, doing this sort of stuff. It's not good for anybody. Okay? It's not good for anyone. Okay? Now, I do think that you owe me, you're responsible for cleaning up this bullshit so I can go on with my life. And so I can try to muddle my way through this chaotic bullshit that I'm going through to get myself some sort of stability. And maybe you do want me with Joel, but I don't want to be with him. Okay? And I have every reason not to. Every reason not to. Okay? I am not comfortable with what you guys are doing. Do I need to get restraining orders? Are you from what I've seen right now, you have no respect for the law. None. Okay, but I'm not comfortable. I need to feel at peace. Why am I terrified of you guys? Because you do things to me that are contrary to my way of life. Okay, I'm not working right now. Okay, my future looks very dim, and the only opportunity that I have is to sit here and be what I consider to be a mindless drone, meaning that I'm supposed to cater to your whims at the detriment of my own dreams. Just like the last job, there was absolutely no fulfillment in that job. It was a pointless job, okay? And yet I had somebody, people were monitoring me, acting like, I had to bend over backwards and eat shit, basically, so I could hang on to a job that I didn't want anyway. You see? And what you guys are doing is illegal. It is illegal. It is wrong. Okay? I don't want to be associated with you guys. Maybe you're sorry, and maybe, I don't know. I don't know if you are or not. It really, at this point, it doesn't matter. What matters is you don't belong in my life. What matters is these people, my ex-family, you guys have all made a mess out of my life for no apparent reason. You can disagree with how I live my life. You have every right to disagree and choose to live your life a completely different way. That's your choice. That's your choice. But when you bully me, and when you bully, or you have other people spying for you, I don't want to, I'm not going to change my life. And I'm especially not going to change my life now. I mean, do you honestly think I want to sit here and associate with people, be friends with people, go to people's houses, meet friends, only so they can be spies for you? I understand how this program works, and I don't have respect for people who participate in gang stalking or human trafficking. And it's not me trying to be impossible. It's just I know that this is a form of something that is very bad. Very bad. Okay? And it's not innocent stuff. It's not something that can be fixed just like that. It is a dangerous situation. What you created was a form of genocide. That's exactly what it is. That's why it's illegal. And I understand, I was once married to Joel. I was married to him at one time. I had no idea that, his standards were different than your standards, and things that he was saying that was okay for me to do, that you were highly opposed to, and that you were working with a completely different agenda. I had no idea. Because everything that I did or talked about, he acted as if he was supportive of. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like I was trying to do anything to defy him or anything like that. We went shopping together a lot, I would say in the beginning. Then towards the end, it was hard for, us to get out of the house together. But, he always went shopping with me. He went shopping with me. He knew what my hobbies were. He never had an issue with it. Ever. And I just feel as though, I have a right to be who I am. I have no desire to live my life any other way. I don't. And that's why I do understand why some people decide to commit suicide. Why? Because it's no point in living your life if you're not going to live their life according to your way of living. Now, that's not meaning that I'm somebody who's a hellraiser, or I'm going to sit here and try to, I'm not trying to impose my life on anyone. I rarely share my views with anyone on any subject. That's the truth. Like, some people will, sorry, I'm so hungry. There are people who like to talk about certain things, whether that be political, religion, or whatever, in front of me. I'm old enough, I pick up and I leave for those conversations. Do I have a lot to say about them? Do I have my own opinions? Yes, of course I do. But I don't really want to, do that. I don't believe in, I just believe in being silent. I'm just somebody who's sitting here and observing stuff. And that's really my position in life. I don't want to get involved with that shit. I really don't. You have a different way of practicing your religion. That's your choice. But you're sitting here trying to force me into something I don't want. I don't want it. Okay? I don't see things the way that you do. Okay? And then you use this sort of tactic to try to get your point across. How can I have respect for you? I don't. I don't. This is the only life I want to live. And yes, I would prefer to live it by myself. I really would. That's not me saying it because, I'm hurt. I would prefer to be by myself. I really would. I would be great if I had a couple friends and stuff like that. But it's very hard right now. I don't trust anyone. And I probably never will again. All because of something that you guys caused. I just want you guys to leave me alone. Just respect it. I'm not going to change. Are you going to force me to that point? Because that's what is going to end up happening. Because I have no intention of becoming a mindless drone. I have no intentions of forgetting my hobbies and, just to take a job at the detriment of my own happiness. There's got to, I'm hoping to find an employer who is going to be responsible, who's going to appreciate me for my skills, because that's important. I have a lot to offer an employer. And I want to have a job where I find that's fulfilling. It doesn't necessarily have to be a management position, but I deserve that. I've been working for 20-something years. 20-something years. I was working in accounting before I even met you guys. And then you took over my life project. And you continually expect me to bend over backwards and worship you guys and accommodate you in ways that I don't want to do. Whatever you have, then keep it. I don't want it. I don't want what you have to offer me if it's going to sit here and make me want to, or I'm going to have to sacrifice the things that are important to me. I would rather die. That's not an exaggeration. I would rather die. Because there's nothing left to live for at that point. You know? If my little hobbies, if my little, cute stuff, or whatever I make, my hobbies, my sewing, if that's what your little bullshit thing is, I don't want to be around you. You and I are like oil and water. We don't mix. I recognize that. We don't mix. I have tried very hard to find work in other locations. I don't, if I ever saw Joel again, I would really be upset. I really would be upset. I would want to throw up. I really would. Because I see him as an abuser. Because if he was sitting here lying and pretending to be one thing so he could be like a double agent, that whole thing is weird and wacky to me. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's very strange. This is illegal no matter who you are. Whether my own blood relations are involved in it or not. Okay, it's illegal. Why? Because it damages a person's life. In irreversible manners. I'm broke. Basically I'm broke. I hardly have any money left. I'm sitting here trying to figure out what I'm going to do. Then you got stupid employers that want to come in, they want to interview you to waste your time so they can waste your gas money that, you hardly have anyway. Only so they can play some game. I'm not interested in playing games. I'm interested in going to work and making a living to support my life, the life that I choose for myself, which every American person has the right to do. Okay, I don't want to be brought into, I don't want to be associated with love triangles, which I think that this is what it is, because you have something for your son. I don't think of me as a rival, because I'm not sitting here thinking about your son. Trust me, I'm not. And I certainly am not attracted to you. You're a little bit too old for me. That's kind of weird. The whole thing's weird. It's just weird. Okay. When I got a divorce, I meant to say goodbye to everyone. Whether I knew these people, Esther, or not, I meant to say bye. I didn't, no more. Now, what you guys created all throughout the United States and all these other places, that's your responsibility. You should clean that up. You should clean that up. Because you had no right to do it in the first place. That's what you should be owing me. Okay? I don't want another job set up to where, I have to deal with the spies again, or that you're trying to force me to work in a way that's not natural to me at 40-something years old. Okay, I have a good work ethic. If you have a different work ethic and that's what you like to do, then that's how you work. That's how you do your job. Okay? I mean, I can't tell you how unhappy I am knowing that my employment and my career goals are not mine. That's demotivating right there. That's demotivating to the point of where, man, what the fuck is the point? Because I'm going to tell you, I was always really enthusiastic about work. I was always enthusiastic about work. I loved working. Working was my life. I mean, seriously, it is. It was my life. Okay? And that's what I choose to make. I chose to devote my life to what I did for work. And then, of course, my little hobbies when I got home. That's balance for me. What one person's work-life balance is to them is completely different to another person. Some people, women like my age, some women who are married, happily married, which I'm not, but some women decide, I want to go take this part-time because I want to devote time to my husband. I also want to spend time with my grandkids. I want to do some their activities, play bridge with the girls, whatever. They choose to do this, okay, because this is important to their work-life balance, okay? Because they want to devote themselves to other things that they feel energized for, and it gives them balance, and it makes them feel refreshed or whatever. Okay? I'm not even given the opportunity to choose what my work-life balance is. And what you're doing is not my balance. I don't feel balanced. I know what I need to feel balanced, and this isn't it. Please get out of my life. I do need to get some sort of something, because I've been cheated many times. Many times. Okay, I don't want your son. I don't ever want to see your son again. I don't want to be associated with you guys. I don't believe in your religion or the way that you practice it. You have a right to practice your religion how you want to, but I don't approve of it. It's not for me. Don't try to drag me into it. Don't tell me how I'm supposed to live my life. Don't tell me I can't go for walks. Don't tell me that. I just stay out of my employment period, please. Stay out of it. Okay, what you're afraid of is that I'm going to get some high-paying job and leave you guys out in the cold, is what you're really afraid of. Okay? That's what you're afraid of. Now, if Joel wanted to take, had an issue with the divorce and he wanted some sort of like splitting of assets, he should have confronted that while the divorce proceedings were going on. Okay? We don't have any assets to split up. We don't have anything like that. We don't have any properties or anything like that. But you're touching my employment. I don't even want you in my life at all. And I'm not trying to sound grateful. It's just I recognize you guys for what you are. You trample over my life. Year after year after year, consistently ruined my life. And I want to put an end to it. Please get out of my life. And that includes my blood relations too. So I'm going to wrap up this video. Be back with another video later. Take care. See you guys.